Hi viewers, welcome to Commissioner of Collegiate Education, Government of Telangana. I am Veeraya Sheelam, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany. I have been working at Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. One quote: deforestation is changing our climate. I am talking about deforestation means destroying the forest, reducing the forest. Reducing the forest is changing our climate. Yes, it is ultimate correct. Harming people and the natural world. We must and can reverse this trend. So, deforestation is a harmful event. It is change to the climate into bad. It is harmful to the people and natural world. Disturb the natural world. So, we must and can reverse this trend. Through plantation, we can set right this deforestation. This quote given Jane Goodall. Course details: BSc final year 5th semester, subject botany, paper ecology and biodiversity. Today topic: production ecology, part 1. Production means producing. Plants has produces organic matter. That process is called production. The study of that plant and its environment surrounding is called production ecology. Simply, production ecology deals with the plant ecology. That production refers to one equation: 6CO2, 12H2O, C6H12O6, 6O2 plus water molecule. Here these are two raw materials, these are the outputs. This is photosynthesis reaction. This photosynthesis takes place in all plants, developed plants, green alga, chemosynthetic bacteria. All plants, developed plants from algae to angiosperms, green alga and chemosynthetic bacteria. These three are perform photosynthesis in their green color parts. Now this is the one plant. The sunlight, it is the sun radiant energy. That radiant energy trapped by the green color leaf. The green color leaf absorbs carbon dioxide, sunlight, green color chlorophyll and water. The water coming from ground. The plant absorbs water. These are raw material. Which are raw material need to photosynthesis? Water, carbon dioxide. These are raw materials. Along with that, solar energy and chlorophyll. These four particles, these four substances are mixed to each other and chemical reactions are takes place in the leaf, and it is converted into carbohydrate as well as it releases oxygen. Here in detailed visible reactants, which are carbon dioxide, water molecule, sunlight and chlorophyll. Four components are needed. The four are called reactants. Which are product? Glucose. It is a simple carbohydrate. Monosaccharide. Oxygen. C6H12O6 is called food. Food for every organism. Food need every organism. Oxygen also need every organism. Every organism need minimum two. One is oxygen, another one is food. These two are enough for life, their life. Except human, remaining all living things need only two items. One is food, another one is oxygen. The both are released, evolved from the photosynthesis. This process occurs by naturally. It is the carbon dioxide, raw material, water also available, raw material in environment, sunlight also available, plenty of sunlight, water, carbon dioxide available in atmosphere. In chlorophyll also, in plant body chlorophyll available. These four parts are mixed to each other to form only two substances. One is solid state substance, sugar. Another one is gaseous state substance. One is sugar, another one is oxygen. It is completely natural process. It does naturally and a cheap method. But the same phenomena, the same reactions are conducting in laboratory. For example, artificial carbon dioxide, artificial water and solar energy, chlorophyll pigment, and each mixing to each other, mixing well in laboratory and form sugar and oxygen. Is it possible? So artificially the photosynthesis reaction performed in laboratory by man activity in laboratory condition. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible, but through the artificial method, the sugar producers take a lot of money. For 1 gram sugar production, taking lakhs of the rupees. But in naturally, it is very cheap mechanism, less amount, within the less amount, huge sugar can produces in natural way. But in artificial way, lakhs of the rupees are required for producing of 1 kg starch. It is a high terrible. Maybe we think that soon, we hope the cheap artificial sugar production, cheap artificial oxygen production mechanism found by scientists. We hope if that will success, the natural method, the natural cultivation process also reducing. The agriculture, everything, crop, flowering, everything may be converted into artificial manner. The natural process are go to reduce. When we will success to found the artificial production of starch, artificial production of oxygen in laboratory condition. Until then, every person we are depending on natural way. So producers, which are photosynthetic, they are called producers. These producers function is just to trap the solar energy into chemical energy, convert into chemical energy in chlorophylls. So these are preparing food material its own. Consumers are dependent on producers. Maybe consumers are divided into two types. one is herbivores, vegetarians, another one is carnivores, non-vegetarians. Herbivores and carnivores both are animals. So these consumers are must dependent on producers. Consumers cannot prepare own food material. Therefore, they are dependent on producers. Simultaneously, decomposers also come under consumers. They cannot also produce preparing own food material. These are dependent on consumers or producers after death. So decomposers are decompose producers and consumers. And finally, the death died substances are converted into simple nutrients finally mix into the soil. Trophic level. Producers considered as one trophic, consumers are considered another trophic, decomposers are considered another trophic. Dependent on food chain, transfer of food or energy from one level to another level, that levels are called trophic level. Here trophic means one level to another level. Example, producers. Here food material are transferred from producer to consumer. Here producers are considered as one trophic, consumers considered as another trophic. Energy transfer one trophic to another trophic. Not only energy, food also transfer from one trophic to another trophic level. Therefore, the trophic levels are create food chain, trophic levels are create food web. In natural environment, in a given area, these trophic levels are maybe not independent. They are overlapping sometimes. That overlapped tropical levels are create food web. That overlapped trophic levels are help the control the populations, control the diversity. Always keep the equilibrium state in that area. Productivity. Through the photosynthesis, organic matter synthesized and accumulated in the living component of an ecosystem in unit time is referred to as productivity in ecosystem. Here time is given unit time, which is prepared organic matter, that is C6H12O6, which is accumulated in the leaves, which are living components, that plants are grown in a specific ecosystem. That organic matter considered as productivity, that character is called productivity. Only photosynthetic organisms are able to produce organic matter. That character is called productivity. That production in an ecosystem is two types. One is primary productivity, another one is secondary productivity. Primary productivity is important. Secondary productivity means finally leftover carbohydrate in their body, that is called secondary productivity. The primary productivity is important. It is transfer maybe from one tropical level to another tropical level. First one, we discuss primary productivity. Primary means first one. The rate at which the radiant energy of sun is stored by the photosynthetic or chemosynthetic activity of producers in the form of organic substances used as food material. So simply organic material considered as primary productivity. The total organic material produced in plant pots by the photosynthesis. During the daytime, by the help of sunlight, the plant pots are preparing own food material, that is called C6H12O6. The total organic matter producing in plant is considered as primary productivity. That primary productivity can be expressed in two ways. Units of energy, that is joule meters m square by day, or units of dry organic matter. Dry organic matter means dry weight, that's simply considered as wood. The wood is dry organic matter. That units are kg, m square and year. These are the units, the primary productivity expressed by these two ways. There are many differences in the primary productivity of different ecosystems. Globally, primary productivity amount may be nearer 243 billion metric tons. Entire the world. A year, the photosynthetic plants, algae, etc., they have producing the primary productivity amount is nearer estimated 243 billion metric tons. That is called organic matter. Usually that is called biomass. Biomass means dry weight. Maybe crop plants, maybe wood trees, or any one dry weight. It is three types, which are GPP, gross primary productivity, NPP, net primary productivity, NCP, net community productivity. You remember the upper two, GPP and NPP. The first one, gross primary production, GPP. Gross means total, grand total, considered as gross primary production. The total carbon fixed by plants in a community through photosynthesis is called GPP. Just I told, total carbon fixed by the plants in a community through photosynthesis is called gross primary production. For example, one plant prepared own food material. The total food material considered as GPP. For example, one day, one plant fixed carbon dioxide and prepare own food material 2 kg starch. This is called GPP. The total production of food material or organic material is called GPP, gross primary productivity. GPP can be found by calculating the total sugar produced in plants. This depends on the chlorophyll content of the producers. So GPP means gross primary productivity. In a community, total plants have producing the total organic matter is called gross primary productivity. It is maybe individual, maybe community level. We can measuring community level or individual. So total production of organic matter in that plant that consider as GPP. For example, one plant have producing 2 kg starch for a day. This is called GPP, day GPP. The same plant produces in year 800 kg starch. It is year GPP, gross primary productivity. Maybe that measuring day by day or yearly. It is expressed in terms chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is important for the production of carbohydrate. The dry weight of chlorophyll per unit area as chlorophyll by gram. The fixed CO2 in 1 hour per gram chlorophyll. CO2 fixed by gram chlorophyll by hour. We can measuring hourly basis, day basis, year basis, anyone. But it is important the carbon dioxide is decide. Carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. So carbon dioxide and chlorophyll, these two are important. These two components are decide the producing of organic matter. The accompanying catabolism of the plant is measured by the amount of respiration. Catabolism. Catabolism means splitting. So respiration is the catabolic pathway. Next one is net primary productivity. NPP. Net primary productivity. Subtracting respiratory loss from gross primary production gives us net primary productivity. So listen careful. Plants also breathe. Plants also respire. In respiration, some of the carbohydrate utilize, means consume, which organic matter synthesized in photosynthesis. Some amount of that carbohydrate consumed in respiration. That respiration reaction given here C6H12O6 plus oxygen. Now the carbohydrate get oxidized in mitochondria. It is converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy, usually 686 kilocalorie. It is the respiration reaction. Plants also can respire like all the living organisms. In respiration, the carbohydrate is splitting. The carbohydrate is splitting into CO2 as well as energy. Therefore, little amount of carbohydrate go to consumed in respiration. NPP is the rate of storage of organic matter in plant tissue in excess that utilized in respiration. Here NPP available for consumption by heterotrophic organisms. Autotrophs example plants, heterotrophs example herbivores, carnivores, etc. So NPP is available for consumption by heterotrophic organism. For example, this is the plant. The plant prepare food material. The total food material is called GPP. Am I right? Total organic matter, total carbohydrate considered as GPP. The same plant in same day it can respire. In respiration, some amount of carbohydrate go to consumed, utilized. That is called respiratory consumption. The same plant during the daytime and night time it can respire. In respiration it utilizes some amount of carbohydrate. Therefore that carbohydrate go to consumed. In which physiological aspect? Respiration. So it is called respiratory consumption. RC or CR, consumption of respiratory. GPP means total primary production. Now RC, it is the consumption, it is the total. Now you observe GPP is the total. The plant produces total productivity. RC, some amount of consumed in respiration. So GPP minus RC. The coming is net primary productivity. NPP is equal to GPP minus RC. Maybe this reaction writes as GPP is equal to NPP plus RC. You write anyone. NPP means net primary productivity. How net is came? The total productivity minus in respiration. The remaining amount is called NPP. It is the net carbohydrate. Now, heterotrophs are obtained their food material on NPP. So the NPP is ready, available to the heterotrophs. The RC is not available to the heterotrophs because every plant should alive. Therefore, every plant does some metabolic activities. That activities need energy. That energy coming from respiration. The respiration substrate is carbohydrate. Little amount of carbohydrate utilizing from the GPP. The remaining amount is called NPP. NPP refers to net productivity that is available to the heterotrophs. RC, respiratory consumption. RCR, consumption in respiration. You write any one. NPP is equal to GPP minus RC. It is very important in B.Ed entrance. In sometimes the same reaction asks as like this manner. GPP is equal to NPP, net plus consumption utilized. Now it is included together is called GPP. Net is equal to total minus consumption. Now community respiration or net community productivity, NCP. CR refers consumes oxygen. It is convert some of this organic matter back to CO2, water and energy. So it is the respiration reaction. In respiration reaction, carbohydrate plus oxygen gives rise carbon dioxide and water energy also formed. It is the irreversible reaction. It is generally expressed as carbon per unit, area per unit time. Here unit area, unit time, both are. Unit area and time, both are decided. kg, meter square, unit time. It may be consolidated on monthly wise or season wise or yearly wise. Based on the productivity, the ecosystems are classified into 4 categories, which are high productivity ecosystem, average productivity ecosystem, less productivity ecosystem, low productivity ecosystem, high productivity ecosystem. P means productivity, production, organic matter, carbohydrate production. R, respiration. Every plant in photosynthesis, it can produce organic matter or carbohydrate. That is called production or productivity. For example, 4 kg in photosynthesis. The same plant can respire. In respiration, for example, it can utilize 3 kg carbohydrate in respiration. Now the ratio is maybe 1.1 something. Here P by R is equal to greater than 1. 1.1 means that is greater than 1. Anyhow, greater than 1. It indicates why the answer is above 1 is came. The productivity is greater than respiration. So the productivity is greater than respiration. Therefore, it is came greater than 1. Such type of ecosystems are called high productivity ecosystem. In high productivity ecosystem, P by R ratio always greater than 1. Above 1 is come in high productivity. This principle is indicate high productivity. Average productivity, maybe the production in photosynthesis, consumption in respiration almost equal. The P by R, for example, 4 kg photosynthesis for starch is preparing, 4 kg starch consumed in respiration. In that moment the answer is 1. In that moment P by R is equal to 1, equilibrium state. Such type of ecosystems are called average productivity. Less productivity, sometimes it is irreversible. Productivity is 4 kg, respiration is more sometimes. In more respiration, in that moment point something is coming. So P by R ratio here, P by R ratio lesser than 1. In less productivity and low productivity ecosystems exhibit P by R ratio always less than 1. High productivity shows exhibit greater than 1. High productivity ecosystems, these are having net primary productivity almost 2 to 4 kg in m square by year. It is the year measurement. Depending upon types of producers, the daily productivity ranges may be 6 to 20 grams m square per day. It is the day measurement. This is the year measurement. Year. It is the day. In a year, one plant should produce 4 kgs. Here only in grams. The plants are produces in gram. For example, tropical forest, coral reefs, sugarcane fields. It is important. Sugarcane fields is important. Coral reefs also important. Coral reefs are rich biodiversity areas. Coral reefs should produce us more productivity. As well as sugarcane. Sugarcane crops need more water. More photosynthesis takes place. Huge amount of organic matter deposited, synthesized, but less respiration takes place. Therefore, P by R value always greater than 1. That ecological areas are called, that ecosystems are called high productivity ecosystem. Sugarcane fields, it is the example for high productivity ecosystem. Therefore, more sugar prepared in their culms. Average productivity ecosystem. In a year, just 1 to 2 kg. In a year, a day, just 3 to 5 mg milligram. For example, agriculture crops, temperate forest. So our agriculture crops are producing entire the year only 1 to 2 kg. Every day only 3 to 5 mg carbohydrate. They are called average productivity ecosystems. Less productivity ecosystems. In less productivity ecosystems, entire the year they have produced just 200 grams. 200 to 1000. 1000 means 1 kg. Maximum 1 kg, minimum 200 grams per year. Day, it is the yearly, it is the day measurement, just 0.5 grams, very less. Day wise, just 0.5 grams carbohydrate prepare in that a plant. For example, grassland or savanna. Savannas also grasses. Low productivity ecosystems, almost very less productivity visible in that ecosystems. Annually just less than 200 mg. Entire the year one plant have produced below 200 mg carbohydrate. In every day less than 0.5 gram, maybe 0.1, 0.01. In various species to species vary that. For example, desert plants. Already the plants are growing at deserts. Deep sea. In deep sea area, light temperature cannot available. Arid lands. In arid lands also, the plants are suffering from available of water. It is one of the graph exhibit. On y-axis, we have taken productivity and y-axis. In x-axis respiration. It is P It is R, productivity and respiration. P by R always greater than 1. It is indicate high. P by R is equal to 1. It is indicate equal state. If P by R less than 1, it is indicate less. These all are influenced by climate. Deserts, less. It is every ecology decide again climate, some other factors. Deserts, oceans, lakes, ponds, grassland, forest, eateries, coral reefs. Forests are 16 types are there. Grasslands are 5-6 types are there, like pampalu, savannalu, prairies, steppes. So these are some types of grasslands are there. Eateries are there. Coral reefs also different type. Based on the P by R ratio, we can estimate that ecosystem belongs to either highest or lowest or average. Based on the P by R ratio. P means photosynthetic productivity, R means respiration. Efficiency of primary production depends upon. So primary production efficiency depend upon light interception. Yes, it is important, light interception. Temperature. These two factors are more influenced on production of primary production. Efficiency of energy conversion. Amount of maintenance of respiration. Season and age also. Season and age, these two are extra factors. Remaining 4 are main factors. Among these all, respiration decide P by R ratio. Temperature. It affects leaf surface. Leaf surface is either thin or thick. That is decided by temperature. If temperature is high, the leaf surface become a thick. Multiple epidermis prepare. For example, xeric plants, xerophytic plant, leaf is too thick. Respiration. Yes, in a high temperature, the respiratory enzymes are go to denatured. If respiration is not does properly, the P by R ratio is changed. Photosynthesis. Optimum temperature always enhance the rate of photosynthesis. Transpiration. Optimum temperature need. If excess temperature always stimulate the overtranspiration. Overtranspiration takes place in the plant. The plant gradually loses water, mineral and close the stomata, unequilibrium state developed, tension, water potential, osmotic potential, all are fluctuate in that plant. Maybe it is effect on P by R ratio. Light. It is another important factor. It can influence all the metabolic activities. In aquatic ecosystems, the light intensity decreases with depth. Yes, in the pond or aquatic bodies, if the to depth, the light intensity decreases. The plant cells are able to get 14% light, thereby affecting the efficiency of productivity. So to depth always the intensity decreases. It is effect to the productivity. Phytoplanktons are receives just 1% of light in marine ecosystems. In desert areas, bright sunlight reaches the unproductive bare grounds. Maybe it will be waste. The solar energy fall on the nude land. Unproductivity sand. That fall on unproductivity sand. It is useless because their plants cannot grow. Plants are absent. Maybe it become a wastage. Forest canopy absorbs 99% light, especially in thick zones. Chlorella culture in laboratory shows up to 20% productivity in moderate light, whereas in bright summer it falls down 2 to 3% only. So in laboratory, chlorella culture shows at moderate light 20% productivity. The same culture during the summer time, maybe that is fall down into just to 2%. Means summer is not cooperate. Winter is cooperate to that chlorella cultures. Maximum production occurs during spring and monsoon. Yes, spring season means maybe March. It will become in March. In flowering season, blossom season. Newly leaves are arising over the plants. Monsoon, almost it is called a rainy season, present running season, monsoon. One scientist Verdun, while working on a lake, Erie Lake, Ontario Lake, these are belongs to USA, United States of America. Erie Lake, it is one of the popular lake. It shows that phytoplankton shows nearer 9 times more than production during the summer. In summer, 36 kilocalorie for a day. The production, phytoplanktons are producing production 36 kilocalorie. But in the same lake, in same phytoplanktons, during the winter, just they produces 4 kilocalorie. But in summer time, here they produces more energy, more production, but in winter time, just 4 kilocalories. Before it is contrasting. In before example, here in summer, during the summer, the chlorella culture production is completely fall down in laboratory condition. But moderate light stimulate the production, nearer it is reaches 20%. It is completely contrasting to that Verdun experiments in Erie Lake in phytoplankton culture. Phytoplanktons, chlorella both are green color algae. Another scientist named Ovington. Since 1962, he has reported that in Pinus species, for example, Pinus sylvestris, primary productivity continues to increase up to the age 30. If the plant age nearly reached to the 30 maximum age, this one, in that moment the plant have produced 5200 kilocalorie year, after which it begins to decrease. When across the 30 years old, the Pinus sylvestre, the primary productivity ability gradually decreases after 30 years. But at the time of 30 years old, every year it can produce 5200 kilocalories. It is the maximum production. However, the biomass continues to rise. The biomass continues rise. Okay, next topic we will discuss in next part, in next topic, in next class. The topic is P by R ratio in detailed. The topic available in next video. Thank you very much who are watching this video.